Yeah, it was a exciting race for my seat. We had a lot of ups and downs. Started off way too loose and had to make some pretty big adjustments on the first pit stop. Really helped the car a lot, and he was able to make quite a bit of ground. Got caught on pit road one time when the yellow came out and got a lap down. Had to do a wave around and come from the back from that. And then also we kind of had probably a not so good pit call where I stayed out. Probably should have pitted and lost some track position there. So all in all, up and down day as far as making some of the calls. And then we kind of got our car better. We went a little bit farther on those adjustments. We finally went too far and got it way too tight and had to back off of that some. And that kind of was what helped us out at the end there. Then, of course, we were fortunate on the, the way that last caution or that caution played out, and that helped us get a little more track position. I think we'd driven up to about 5th or 6th and came out of the pits 3rd on that, and that was, a good spot to be in for us.
Rick, tell us, sir, what was going kind of through your mind as we were going through those green-white checkered finishes there?
Well, the 4-car Harvick was so good, and then when he and Kasey were racing each other and Kasey was able to pull away from him about a 10th a lap, I thought we were in real good shape. But when that first caution came out, it's like, you had to get 2 restarts, and we've seemed to come up short on restarts and at the end of the race. And Kasey did a heck of a job. That's the last restart when he went through the middle. He started 5th and went through the middle. That was a race-winning move, and just glad to see these guys have some good luck. I mean, they've had a tough year, and Kenny's made a lot of great calls there tonight, got the car right, and Kasey, something about Kasey when the sun goes down on a 1.5-mile track, and so we're just glad to go to Richmond and have them all in the chase.
Okay, questions. We'll go right here in the middle first. She's going to bring you a microphone.
Rich Iceland, Inside Track. In Victory Lane, you had, you had Kasey and you had Dale and you had actually all 4 drivers in there. And I'm sure you've had some good times or good feelings in your career. How did it feel to have all 4 of them there together?
That really was special to see them, all 3 of them come to Victory Lane to celebrate and congratulate Kasey and Kenny, and I think that shows the kind of the chemistry we have with our drivers, and they know they got to race each other and they want to beat each other, but they were pulling for Kasey to get in, and that was I looked up and saw them all standing there, and I was really proud of the organization when I saw that.
Yes, sir, here in the middle.
Mike Hembry, USA Today. Rick, you're making a habit of getting all your drivers in the chase. How do you feel about the 4 cars this year as opposed to the last couple of years?
Actually, I think we've got better balance this year than we've had in the past. I think Jeff's been on a roll, and he was really good tonight and had that tire issue. And Dale's it's been the best year of his career with us. And Jimmy and Chad have been a little bit off, but we're coming up on tracks that they're really good at, and if this will give the 5-car some good momentum going into the chase. But I think when we're tied with 3 cars for the most wins and momentum with the 5-car going in, I think we've got a really good shot. I think it's the best balance that we've ever had with all the cars going into the chase.
We'll go over here to Jim.
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer, for Kenny. All season, we've heard with the new chase format, things don't go right. If you win, you can get in. I was just wondering, the way your season's been, as these races were winding down, did you guys still feel that you had that opportunity? And secondly, kind of, what does it do for a team that was kind of in your position to still have a chance to make the championship, even when, like, if you were going by point standings, you might not otherwise have one?
Yeah, I think it's it's been a rough year for us, as we all know. It's we've had a lot of good cars, and just seems like nothing goes our way. We haven't got many good breaks, so you start, even though you feel like you've got good equipment and you've feel like you've been running good, just when things don't go your way, you lose some confidence and you get a little dejected, and it kind of goes downhill, So, winning this race in such dramatic fashion and, getting in the chase and all that's just a huge relief, and I think it's going to be a huge uplift for the whole team and for our whole shop. We share a shop with the 24 team, and, Alan's been running great all year. Alan and Jeff been running great all year, and, they've won a lot of races here recently, and we've shared a lot of information, and used a lot of their stuff. And it's kind of funny, when Chad won some races earlier this year, he was using our stuff, so it's kind of a weird, it's kind of crazy how it all works out sometimes. But it's pretty cool to, to kind of have the shot to win the race, to win a race and get in the chase. Points-wise, we were kind of making our way. If you looked at it the way it used to be, like the top 12 or whatever, we were getting pretty close, and we had that setback last week, but we were getting there that way. So we've been working hard. Just we've been kind of under the limelight. So finally, we've broke free.
Any other questions? Come over here for Bob.
Bob Hocker, Sporting News. For both of you, can you just talk about the emotions of the last, 10 laps where it appeared you kind of had things in control, and then the wreck, and it looked like you weren't probably going to win, and then another wreck, and you were able to pull it out?
I was pretty mad at Kyle Busch, I can tell you that. But, the biggest thing about the whole way that played out is once we got that yellow, we were in a bad position on pit road because Danica was coming around us, and we were going to be in trouble there. And then Harvick had the best box, under yellow. And I don't know where Denny was pitted, but I'm sure he was on a timing line or something, and he was able to take advantage. So I knew we were kind of in trouble right there. Even if we did the best pit stop we could do, we probably couldn't beat them unless they made mistakes. So when I saw two cars drive by on two tires, I thought that's the best thing that could ever happen right there. That put us in a perfect position because I knew that then the restart would be way more chaotic, and that would give us a good chance. And Kasey took, both restarts, he took full advantage, and it looked like we were in the catbird seat either way.
Any other questions? Gentlemen, thank you very much. Congratulations. We're joined now by our race winner, Kasey Kahne, driver the number 5 Farmers Insurance Chevrolet. This is his first victory this year, 10th top 10 finish in 2014, his third victory at Atlanta Motor Speedway in 18 races. Kasey, you're in the chase. Tell us about your evening.
Yeah, it was just an unbelievable way to make the chase, and to win at Atlanta. It's a tough track, a track that I love coming to, and so it feels really good to get a victory here tonight. And we had an up and down night. We started, I could barely get through the corner. I was loose. I fell back to about 22nd, I think, and then made some adjustments and got rolling. We got up to about 5th just by passing cars, so I felt really good about the car, and then we kind of dialed ourselves out again. Fell back, went a lap down, and then came back again at the end. And the last 60 laps I felt really good. Was able to get that restart, get by Denny, and just could kind of pace. Myself and Harvick were pretty equal at that point in time when I was in the front and had to clean air, so that helped us. But couldn't believe the caution with 2 to go. Those guys wrecking, and then we were able to come back and get another restart and get to the win, get by Matt, Matt ran great for having 2 tires there, and we were able to get by him and get the victory.
Okay, right over here, questions for our race winner.
Mark Garrow, PRN. Kasey, over.
There you go.
Congratulations, number 1, and
Thanks.
look forward to seeing you in the chase. On that last restart, mentally, was it kind of like, okay, I know I have a good race car, I'm not going to lose. Whatever I got to do, I mean, you drove hard up to the middle, bounced off those 2 guys. I mean, mentally, was it like, this is my night, they can't take it away, I'm going to take it right now?
Yeah, that's what I felt like, and I felt, I felt like that all night. I felt confident. I stayed with it all night. We were good, and we were bad, and we were back to good, and but I stayed really under control and positive throughout the race, and the guys just kept working hard, and they kept making adjustments, and at the end we had the speed again, and I just kept telling myself, do not spin the tires. You know, whatever you do coming up second and third gear, don't spin the tires. Just take your time on the throttle, and if you do that, you're gonna have a great opportunity here, because I knew that everybody's gonna spin a little bit. So that restarts just really worked out for us tonight. The acceleration of my car and everything was perfect. So yeah, we took advantage of those, and I was really happy that we did, because I struggle with restarts a lot. You know, that's something that I've worked really hard on, and there's certain times when I do great and a lot of times when I don't. So it's you know, I was glad to tonight and get the win here in Atlanta.
Okay, we'll go right back over here.
Charles Odom with the Associated Press. You said that you've struggled in the past with restarts. Why is that, and was it just a matter of having the fresh tires? What was the difference tonight?
Well, I'd say, you know, we all had fresh tires at one time, and then at the end, you know, everybody did but Matt. So, you know, I just feel like for whatever reason tonight my restarts were good, and I had good grip when I got to turn one and could run hard through the corner. You know, last week at Bristol, the restarts were good. The week before at Michigan, I just could not get going through turns 1 and 2. Balance the car, just kind of the way I was driving, whatever it may have been. So, you know, it's just something I work on and need to keep working hard on. It's a big part of our racing right now is the restarts. That first lap or two is where you can gain or lose a lot in a run. So tonight we gained, and it worked for us.
Okay, we'll
Or
go
it
to
paid
Jim.
off.
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer. I asked this question of Kenny. Wanted to ask you the same thing. With the new format this year, and as the races were winding down, you know, win a race, even if you're not in a good points position, you can still make the chase. With only a couple races left, did you feel you guys still had an opportunity to do that? And secondly, what is it like to be able to go from perhaps thinking we're not going to make it to suddenly you're have a chance at winning the championship?
Yeah, and I knew that, you know, like the last month, every week it gets more and more, and we weren't gaining points. We had lost it. I think it was Michigan. Oh, we lost a lot at Bristol. So it was kind of like, you know, you just know that you have to win. And I told a couple friend that this week, like, I just kept saying, I have to win. I have to win Sunday night. And, you know, it was all that I could think about. You know, I knew Atlanta was a better opportunity for myself to win at than Richmond. I feel better here than I do at Richmond, but we ran pretty good at Richmond early in the year, so that could be a good track for us. But I just knew that tonight was that, you know, we needed it. And when I came off turn 4 and I could see the checkered, right there is the first time I knew I was in the chase. And it's such a relief to, you know, I have the best teammates, and, you know, Mr. H gives us everything that we need. And up until now, we weren't going to be in the chase, and that hurt, you know. So we just, as a team, we put it together tonight. They never gave up, and we ended up getting the win, and feel good about that. We can just build off of it. Hopefully we can build some confidence, some momentum, and go into Richmond and even get better.
Additional questions for Kasey? Oh, go ahead.
I don't.
Dan Moriarty, CNN. Kasey,
Yeah.
what does it mean for NASCAR to have Tony Stewart back at the track and racing this weekend?
It was awesome. You know, it was great to see Tony. I've wanted to talk to him for weeks. I think a lot of people have and haven't been able to. And so it was awesome to see him. Awesome just to say, hey, you know, I mean, I know the guy. Every event I've ever done for charity events, you know, Tony supported, and he's the first guy to support anything that I've done, anything for kids. I mean, he has such a good heart, and I just knew everything was just, you know, really hard on him. It had to be, and I hadn't been able to talk to him. So Friday, I think he left here and went out to his motorhome, and I was able to go in there and see him for the first time and give him a hug, and just it felt really good to talk to him for 10 minutes. And then to see him on the track was pretty good. The 14, you see it every week, and it's different when he's not in it, you know. And tonight it goes green, and I was thinking about going high, and we got into turn 1 on the original start, and he was already there going around me. So I'm like, yeah, Tony's back.
Any additional questions for Kasey? Oh, go ahead, Bob.
Bob Hocker, Sporting News. How much different things can you do on a restart to make sure that you don't mess it up, or is it just a matter of everything kind of falling right?
Well, I think your car has a little bit to do with it. Maybe your setup and things, your gear ratios. Everybody runs different gear ratios. Your second, your third, and kind of where your RPMs are. So that was, Kenny chose just perfect ratios for us tonight here. All my restarts were really good, and as a driver, it's how fast you push the throttle. Our Hendrick engines have tons of power. All the Sprint Cup engines do, and if you push just a little bit too hard, it instantly will light your tires up. So just really feathering the throttle, especially in second, then a little bit in third, and not spinning your tires was key tonight.
Kasey, Jerry Jordan kicking the tires. You had so much pressure to get in the chase. Now you're there. Have you thought about the pressure of continuing in the chase once this new knockout format and all?
Well, there won't be as much pressure on us for a while now. This was just to make it. I mean, that's just such. It was winding down. I don't know. I just feel like making the chase, there's a lot of pressure, and you don't really see that again until probably late in the chase. It could be a little different this year with the way it's structured. But in the past, I've been in the chase and not felt near the pressure. Late in the chase, obviously, if you're racing for a championship, that'd be the ultimate pressure. But we've never been strong enough late in the chase to be there. So I think tonight was max pressure, and next week would have even been more if we didn't get the win tonight.
All right. Congratulations, Kasey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.